stop.
Yeah, you do. What?
I do not.
You think we bang on the ceiling for fun?
You bang on my ceiling all the time. I am so tired of it.
For fun? You think we do it because we're bored?
I am tired of you.
Well, I'm tired of you, lady. I'm tired of having to listen to your crap every night.
I don't do it every night.
Every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You need to get her, sir.
You can get my ass. I am tired of you.
Thank you.
I am not going anywhere.
Let me tell you something. My kids are asleep. Get your ass back upstairs, lady.
I am so tired of you.
Get upstairs. Go home.
Honey.
Go home. Hey, you need to get her. I'm going to call the cops. You need to get her.
Come on, honey.
Call him for what?
Because you're on my doorstep screaming at me. You're on my doorstep screaming at me, and my 5-year-old
come up to my house?
I do. You don't answer the door.
That's great. So how about you go police somewhere else because you got the wrong one and I got time today. So you can waste your time and the police have time.
Because you're riding around a bike in a community you don't live in.
Who told you I don't live in here? Just because I said no, what if I was lying? That's bullshit?
That's bullshit.
I was lying to you.
Go ride. There's a street out here.
Why don't you go ride in the street? Go jump in front of the cars for all I care. As a matter of fact, you're messing up my heart rate. You're messing up my heart rate.
I don't give a shit.
I can tell you don't give a shit.
Okay?
I was lying. I do live here. No, I'm back up one. I'm back up one.
No.
I'm back up one. Go ahead.
I told you don't live here in the community.
Get the foot in.
That's it. I'm calling the Palm Beach.
Really, police. Really, police. Let's go up one time to ya. Since you want to, do I comprehend?
English. You're in the fucking United States of America.
And you can, you know what? Now get mamo. You know what that means?
I don't give a
You should have a pretty good guess. Call the police. Go ahead. Go for it. I got time today. Since you live in this gated community and I don't belong here and I shouldn't be riding my bike on the bike path, right?
Yeah,
and around the neighborhood.
Live in the community and
So how about this? I lied. I live in the community. What do you have to say now?
If you live here in the community, that's fine.
It's none of your business if I do or not, though. You have no right to approach me.
I haven't seen you before. I simply asked you if you lived in the community.
And I told you I don't have to answer your question, and it's none of your damn business if I live here or not. That's my response to you. So, take it or leave it. I don't live here. I live here. Who gives a fuck?
I don't think you'd be acting that way if you lived here in the community.
You really don't? Okay.
No, I don't.
Go for it. Call the sheriff. I think there's a non-emergency number posted. Why don't you call that number? I'll be riding around.
I'm talking to him right now.
Go ahead. Go for it. I'm going to keep riding around and let me know.
I'm calling the Palm Beach County non-emergency number. We have a lady here who appears to be in her 20s. She's riding a bicycle around a gated community. I just asked her what business she had here in the community, and she became aggressive and confrontational.
Because it's none of your business if I live here. You have no right to approach me. Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah.
Look, it's Karen's cousin.
Of Jen on the Road is at Menards, and I normally shop at Menards. I'm a big Menards shopper. Menards and Fleet Farm, to be quite frank, right? I'm not normally a Home Depot shopper. I'm normally not a Lowe's shopper. No offense to those stores. I normally go to Menards, and if I'm feeling really adventurous, I go to Fleet Farm, right? So I go there today, and I actually, for my friends, hi David. So my friends who normally know, I'm not one to go in and make a scene or protest. I'm just not. It's like not my favorite thing. But I'm kind of annoyed, right? So I saw on the Menards website that if you had a medical condition, you could get an exception from the mask policy. So I wanted to see if that was true, because I don't want to post something and then it turns out not to be true. So I went into Menards and I walked in, just like I am now. And of course, they had 2 staffers, staffing in the front of the door. And I said, hey, that's nice, your corporate policy, but it doesn't, whatever. You have a medical exception and I got a medical exception and I'd like to come shop at your store. And I also pointed out on Friday or Saturday, I forget, I think it was Saturday, I spent $1,000, don't tell my husband, please don't tell Todd, at Menards. Essentially, I just bought some stuff. I bought a patio set, and I bought some stuff because we've been working on doing Project Home with the stay-at-home order. And I said, there's a few extra things that I need, and I always shop here. So can I come in? Because I have money and I want to spend it. And he said, nope, you got to have a mask and you can't shop here. So then I said, okay, we'll get your manager, because I want to, explain the situation, and I, want to explain that I'm a customer and I'm gonna spend some money, and do you want my money? And they wouldn't, and the manager would not budge. I asked for the manager's name. He said his name is John, and I asked John what was his last name, and John said he wasn't gonna give me their last name. And and he goes, John said, well, aren't you afraid of getting the COVID? Aren't you scared to get the COVID? And I said, okay, first of all, because that's why you need to wear this cloth mask. And I said, no, that's not why I need to wear the cloth mask. First of all, you're standing closer than 6 feet from me. So number one, you're not even following the first guidance the CDC says that you're supposed to give me 6 feet, and you're not. Second of all, your mask gets wet and you adjust it because it doesn't fit your face, and you've touched your face like twice now. So then now you're gonna touch product and stuff, and you're gonna spread it. The only thing that's really effective is an N95 fitted mask, which you don't have. And ironically, I go, if you're walking around with a bandana, obviously it's not gonna work. So some girl walks in literally with a bandana, and I went, see, like, what's that gonna do for you? Nothing, right? So, and I said, so he's like, well, you can buy one. And I said, no, for my own personal reasons, I can't wear the mask in front of my face unless, it's not good. So they said, nope. And I said, okay, well, he goes, well, you can shop online. And I said, no, I'm not going to shop online because not all of your products are online. So you're preventing me or anybody else. I said, what if some guy had an oxygen tank with him and he couldn't put it on because it would interfere with the flow of the oxygen? Would you deny him entry in? And he said, yes. And I said, well, what if there was a kid on the autism spectrum that had sensory deprivation orders? Would you also prevent him? And the answer was yes. And I said, okay, well, then you're not making a reasonable accommodation for anybody, quite frankly. So anyway, so I said, thank you. I didn't get arrested. I'm obviously going to get to go home. But I said, well, thank you very much. I asked for the business card. I asked for their store number, which is 3137 Maple Grove. And I said I would be writing a letter to Menards. And he goes, well, you could shop and buy something online and tell us, and we'll go pick it out for you. I said, no. I said, there is a Home Depot right across the highway. And if my money isn't good enough for Menards and you can't make an accommodation for me, I'll just go take my money and go spend it over to Menards.